Hello everyone and welcome to this quick video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can download and authorize GAM in order to use it with your G Suite domain and admin console. Now before we go through this, I already have a series of videos about GAM in this channel, but since that day that I have published those videos, the way to authorize and authenticate GAM to work with your G Suite admin console has changed a little bit, and now it is much more easier and straightforward. So I will just be showing you that new process to authorize it, and again you can use or reference to the remaining videos of that series, which I will link in the video description, and you also should be seeing that on the top right section of this video and at the end of this video as well, just in case. So of course, if you want to download GAM, you'll have to go to its page on GitHub. You'll just search in Google about GAM GitHub and it will just take you to this page. And if you are not aware about GAM, then in a quick nutshell, GAM is a command line interface tool that's going to allow you to manage your G Suite admin console and your G Suite users. And you can use it in a way to automate a lot of tasks and a lot of activities actually, because it's a command line tool and you can actually script a lot of activities and automate many things that you were doing manually before using GAM. So on this page, you'll have to go to releases, which is found a little bit in the bottom or in the middle of this page. So you go to releases, and of course, it's a good idea to take the latest release. So once you download this, for me, actually, what was working is the zip file for Windows. So it's either Windows 86 or 64, depending on the architecture there that you have. If you have a single admin console, then maybe it's a good idea to use the MSI, so the GAM commands will be added to your environment path, so you can run them from anywhere whenever you open the command prompt or even PowerShell. But for this case, I will be using the zip file for 64-bit, so when I click download, of course it will be downloaded. And once the download is done, you will go to the zip file and extract it, and then find this folder inside, which is called GAM. So you go inside and you will see a few files. One of them is called gamsetup.bat. So before, actually, the very old way of doing the authentication and authorization for GAM was involving running GAM itself and asking, it will ask us to accept the initial permissions to create a project. And before even we had to create the projects ourselves, but now after that, after a while, it actually created the project for us. Then we had to manually enable the APIs and then also create the service account and OAuth credentials and all of these. Now, luckily for us, everything of this is done automatically for us. So we have to focus only about authorizing it very quickly and then achieving or performing the tasks that we want to use GAM for. So I will open command prompt here or PowerShell window, whatever. I will just switch to command prompt. So I'll just type cmd. Then we'll just run the gam-setup.bat file, and it will ask me to specify if this is a new installation or an upgrade. Of course, for this video, it's going to be a new installation. And then it's going to ask us to confirm if you want to create a project for GAM and then enable the APIs for that project. So I will type yes, Y for yes. Then it will ask me to type my G Suite administrator email address, which is... So once I type the email address, it's going to ask me to sign in and authenticate. It's going to ask me to go to this URL. So I'll have to copy this and go to a browser and then open this URL. So let me open a private window here and go to this URL so I can sign in with that other domain. So again, it's going to help us on everything. So everything is filled for us. I'll just click next and then I'll sign in. So once I sign in, it's going to ask me to allow the tool to create a project for me and then enable some APIs. I will click allow. Then it's going to give me a code that I have to copy. Hopefully it did copy that. Let me copy it manually. Then I'm going to paste this in this window again, and then I'm going to press enter. And the next step for this is it's going to create the project. It's going to name it GAM project, but maybe you can change the name later on. And it's going to enable the APIs inside the project. So the APIs have been enabled, and actually they are on the bottom. You can see them. Let me resize this. Okay, this is better. So the APIs have been enabled. Now it's going to ask me to go to this URL so I can create the credentials or the service account and then supply the client ID and the client secret here. So this is the project that has been created for us automatically. I'm going to copy the URL, go to the browser again, and then paste the URL there, and it's going to open the project for me. So based on the instructions, I need to create a client ID or a credential that is for a desktop application or other. Then it's going to give me the required information. So let me create a credentials, and then whatever the name that you want to do it, you can keep it to the defaults. Then clicking create, it's going to give me the required values here. So just clicking copy here for the client ID. I have to go back here and paste it. Then the same for client secret. So we'll go back to the browser and then take the client secret and paste it here. And then now it's going to ask me if I want to complete the authorization to perform G Suite management operations on the admin account. It means that the stuff that the admin can do aside from managing the users. And for this something is required as well. So I'll click yes for this, or I'll press yes or Y for yes. Then it's going to ask me which APIs that should be enabled. So I'm keeping these to the defaults and I'm clicking C. If you just keep those to the default, this will be more than enough for the daily management stuff that you want to create and you want to perform in GAM. Because if you notice, the remaining two APIs are for PubSub. This will require billing on GCP console if you want to use it, and if you don't have billing enabled or if you're not ready to use it, then it's going to give you some issues. Also, the reseller API, this is only available for resellers, so you don't have to worry about it and waste your time looking around this. So pressing C and keeping everything to the default is good. Let me press enter. Then again, it's going to ask me to authorize again, so it can now get access to the admin console. So this is again the URL that I have to go to. So the first authorization was to allow GAM tool to create the project. Now it is to allow GAM tool to access and manage or perform administration tasks on behalf of my user account. So I will click this user, and then these are the scopes that it's asking for. Again, it's basically the stuff that only super admins and admins can do in the admin console. So I'll click allow. Again, I'll take the code and paste it in the command line. Then it's going to ask me the final step of this authorization if I want to allow GAM to manage my user settings and my organization. So this is what I actually need from GAM to do. So of course I'll press Y for yes. And then it's going to ask me to type the email address of a regular user account or a regular user email. So I will just type some random thing that I have here. So user 0. Hopefully this user is correctly typed. So now it's going to validate the API access against this user. And as you can see, the first 3 verifications have passed, but the rest have all failed, which is something expected and normal if you're doing the setup for the first time, because there is one more step that you want to do, which is allowing these scopes in the admin console of your G Suite. And this is the URL that is going to allow you or help you to do that. So if you go to this URL, you will find a page where you will need to allow the scopes and authorize the access to your admin console. So if you notice, this is the client ID. This is specific to GAM. And then the scopes that you want to allow are actually listed here. So these are all of the scopes that GAM require, and all you have to do here is clicking authorize, and the authorization will be completed for your GAM. So now it's going to ask you to retry the process again, and in this case, after we have done the authorization, you might just need to give it a few minutes for the changes to reflect. Otherwise, you're fine to again try it again immediately. Click or press Y, then type a normal user account. So again, the same user account. Then it's going to verify again. And for this to work, you have to get all of these to pass. And if you get one failure, then you have to actually retry again. So for my case, the settings have not been validated yet. So one more attempt and I should actually get everything to pass. So pressing Y again and then doing the same user. then pressing enter. So now it should actually pass all of the verifications. Again, you just give it a few minutes for the changes to reflect, and then you'll be all fine. So that's it. Your GAM instance has been authorized now, and you can use it to manage your G Suite admin console. So if I type GAM info users, I'm not sure if I actually type the command correctly or not, but again, you just get the idea that you type whatever command that you want. So GAM info domain, for example, it's going to give you the information for your domain and all of that. So this is it for this video. Hopefully this was useful for you in explaining the new way of authorizing GAM and making it easier for you. I will be putting the link to the other GAM series that I have, because in that series of videos I actually give some examples and some usage scenarios for GAM, such as finding reports or changing user forwarding settings, and all of these may be common settings that you will have to work with during your daily tasks and your daily activities in G Suite. So if you find this video, please like and subscribe, and if you have any comment or any point that you want to talk about and discuss, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments section. I'll be very happy to interact with any of you. And also check out my course on Udemy, which is the complete course to manage G Suite. If you're looking for more resources and guides and somebody to help you going through the daily activities and administration tasks of your G Suite and explaining how things work in the admin console and why they work the way they do, and if you're just looking for a comprehensive resource and all of that, then this course is really for you. I really encourage you to check it out. You will get the link for it in the video description as well, and you'll get it at a discounted price. So I really encourage you to check it out. Let me know what you think, and if you have any comment also about the course and ways you think I can improve it, please don't hesitate to give me those comments and thoughts. So until the next video, hopefully this was informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.